In a shocking AI-generated video, Jay-Z and Diddy are seen handcuffed and holding wine glasses as they march into jail, offering a chilling glimpse into the allegations that have rocked hip-hop royalty. The rap world, notorious for its drama, is now facing a wildfire of controversy. Diddy is confronted with damning charges, and Jay-Z has been pulled into the turmoil through a civil suit accusing him of unspeakable acts alongside his longtime friend. As Jay-Z mounts a fierce legal defense, 50 Cent wastes no time mocking his rival with ruthless precision. But what lies behind these explosive allegations? Are they simply fueled by trolling posts and deleted captions, or is there something deeper at play that could threaten to unravel the billion-dollar empire of Jay-Z and Beyoncé?
There's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager.
Right.
And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, the statement is something from, you can tell it's written by a lawyer. There's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, like, you're going to find out, like how I'll handle this. Like, and that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like the publicist said, right?
This is on your, this is on,
50?
yeah, it says, I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick. You know?
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because look, they will fall back, but the NFL, they won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just telling my opinion.
Right.
Look,
because you're part of the culture.
Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm like I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre.
Right.
And then maybe I stay out of trouble.
Nah.
It's one thing to see 50 Cent throw shade, but it's an entirely different level when he drags Jay-Z into a storm that's already shaking the music industry to its core. Imagine an AI-generated video, no less, capturing this intense moment as 50 Cent's ruthless jabs target Jay-Z amidst the chaos surrounding Diddy. The already volatile situation is taken to new heights as 50 Cent's mocking tones fuel the fire, adding even more drama to the unfolding saga that could change the landscape of hip-hop and its elite figures forever. Now, let's dive into the tangled web of allegations, rivalry, and 50 Cent's unique brand of trolling. What exactly does 50 Cent know or claim to know about Jay-Z's future? And why does he keep implying that there's more to come? As tensions rise and the drama unfolds, 50 Cent seems to be teasing something bigger lurking beneath the surface, adding layers of mystery and intrigue to an already explosive situation. His constant insinuations leave fans and critics alike wondering just how deep this feud runs and what secrets may be revealed in the days ahead.
When you see the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, like, then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing, he just wasn't actively being out there because they was dealing with that.
Wait, do you think there's truth to the Jay thing? There's no way.
Know, like that. Look, like if you say, I have this thing where I'm conflicted when it takes you 20 years to remember something happened to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I go, oh, so 10 years, 20 years later, it comes back. And it's like all of the problems are coming from the ministers touching little boys.
What you mean?
The laws are the way they are because
Because of the priests.
The priests touching little boys.
Oh. Why are they looking at me, bro? I just go to church. I just go to church, right? I have nothing to do with this. I have an alibi.
That's why the law is allowing you to go that far back.
Turn away from you right there, bro. I'm just a Catholic kid. Come on. You've been dead. No. What's the body of Christ taste like? That's sacrilegious. You can't do that.
He's like, yo, drink my blood.
Yo.
So it is crazy when after 20 years they come out. That is foul.
But with Puffy, you were the only one saying anything for decades.
Yeah, because we had our own little thing.
But you were the only. Everybody else
thing?
is scared.
Huh?
But everybody else is scared. So you think maybe this is a similar thing where everybody else is scared? I don't know what it is. I'm just asking.
I think that this.
The post in question was just one of 50 Cent's latest antics aimed squarely at Jay-Z, using humor as a weapon. 50 captioned the video with, "I want to post this, but I'm afraid I'm going to get shot," a clear jab at Jay-Z and the tension that's been simmering between the two. With his signature blend of humor and mockery, 50 Cent continues to fuel the fire, adding an extra layer of drama to the already volatile situation and keeping fans and critics on edge about what's coming next.
But if they're scared, then
But
maybe
you've
that's
been
why I'm saying it.
insinuating Jay-Z a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you've been saying people gonna come for him a little bit.
No,
You've been
I thought he would do funky stuff like the Super Bowl. Like it was not okay for me to be at the Super Bowl.
Oh, he tried to cut that.
Yeah, he didn't want me to. Well, they worked to make like there was an issue with me in the NFL that doesn't exist.
And so
then,
he did the corporate way of
Yes.
trying to keep you down. Oh, it's not me, it's them.
It's them. And then when M says he's not gonna do it if I'm not there, then
Let's go.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
That's what I'm
What's
talking
your
about.
and Jay's issue?
it's just competitive stuff.
It's
for the
really
music.
just
This is
competitive.
what I'm saying. When it gets past actual art, like actual music, and you're trying to block something that's in business, then it feels weird. It feels like we should be having beef.
Oh,
Okay.
So
I
that's
can
the
see
behind
that.
the scenes thing that we don't see. It's
Yeah.
one thing when there's like people talking about each other in music,
Yeah.
but there's behind the scenes business deals that a guy is getting involved with on the side, and it's not like you're gonna go public and be like, they tried to stop my vitamin water.
Yeah, or this deal, and you go. He said that to you, like.
Okay.
Wow.
I get that.
Like they'll speak to your temperament, like say, you know, if 50 is a little crazy, he'll say anything. You see what saying anything did to Kanye.
So they're trying. He's basically trying to scare
Yeah,
people out of doing deals with you. Interesting. And then M shut it down, and he was like, "Yo, it's got to happen."
If he's not coming, I'm not coming, and then it changes the whole thing because he really is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they can say what they want.
Yeah. No.
But when we go to the stats, it actually
Numbers
They
don't
know the
lie.
numbers.
yeah, it's the
And now
biggest
before
one.
the days of the box and all that.
The allegations against Jay-Z are not entirely new. Artists like Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal have been vocal for years, accusing Jay-Z of abusive behavior. Both have claimed on multiple occasions that Jay-Z's actions are even more troubling than Diddy's. While Diddy has been described as reckless, Jay-Z is portrayed as calculated, someone who takes extreme caution in covering his tracks. According to these allegations, Jay-Z isn't afraid of getting his hands dirty and may resort to drastic measures to silence those speaking out against him.
Diddy used to hate Jay-Z. He hated Jay-Z enough when he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay-Z. This is back in the early 2000s. And one day, Asler, Kushner, Diddy, and myself went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z. I've never been a Jay-Z fan, you know, like some of his music, the whole 9 yards. But when we went over to the, I think that was Prudential Center in Newark, and him and Puff met up, it was strange to me. Because I remember what Puff was trying to do. And then both of them, they was talking about something amongst each other, amongst all of us, and laughing and joking with each other. Then over the years, I see them giving garden parties. You understand what I'm saying? You could tell that the people in power had gave that reign to Diddy, and Jay was next in line. So to separate him, when in fact, they may be two of the same, but because Jay-Z is low-key, that low-key sneaky shit, and Diddy is And word was rambunctious, just out with it. It don't mean that they not two of the same.
Say, in your opinion, Jay-Z is a bad guy. Like,
well, I know
you're
he's a bad guy.
You're alluding though to the level of like Diddy and his Beyonce equally as bad, or just complicit in letting Jay-Z? Can you sort of elaborate on what your accusation even is?
Kiss the Girls is the best example that I had to describe the relationship and the camaraderie between the Jigga Man and the Diddler. Okay? These are two people that have been working in concert, collaborating and competing. These are people that have been covering each other's secrets for decades. That's why I say to sit there and to just make Diddy the acceptable monster and not address his greatest collaborator in all of his business dealings it's a miscarriage of justice. Because what you're doing is you're leaving the other half of this two-headed monster out on the street to still be able to do what they do, while this one looks like he's down.
I guess, but again, maybe you're not at liberty to say it yet. I guess that's the comment is going to be, Jaguar. Well, what is it though? What is it? Like, is that coming? Is there something you can sort of allude to?
You got to ask yourself how a young man who pow-powed his brother, and allegedly, as the story goes, on his mother's request to hide her sexuality because it was about to hit the streets. This is a man who pow-powed his own brother and somehow walked away from that instance, got involved in the street drug trade, and somehow everyone else went to jail except for him. He's been making deals with the government and with the feds for quite some time.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, allegedly, but the thing is, if none of this is real, how does the CEO of his record conglomerate, Rock Nation, how is she a known federal informant whose background is transferring?
Following the lawsuit against Jay-Z, Jaguar Wright shared that this may be just the beginning, claiming that more lawsuits are likely to follow. According to her, she personally knows 3 individuals who allege they were victims of Jay-Z, and they are finding the courage to speak out as others come forward with their stories. Jaguar Wright also claims to have been a victim of Jay-Z herself, making this a deeply personal and emotional moment for her.
But Jaguar has been warning us about Jay-Z. Yeah. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... She's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry. Well, what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
If these alleged victims come forward, their testimonies alone could hold significant weight in the case against Jay-Z. Notably, even Johnny Depp's lawyer has commented on the situation, stating that if the victims can provide detailed accounts of the alleged incidents, there is a strong possibility that Jay-Z could face serious legal consequences, potentially leading to imprisonment.
She could theoretically win if her testimony were especially compelling, but I think you put your finger on one of the real weaknesses, is that these allegations are ancient. One thing that leapt out to me is the allegations also include that there was a witness,
Yes.
Other than Diddy, who a female, another woman. Her testimony, and obviously she will be subpoenaed, could be crucial. I mean, if that testimony corroborated the plaintiff's claims, then that would be something that would really be a game changer. But the plaintiff alone, I think, is going to face some credibility issues, especially when you have Jay-Z. I mean, Diddy, the allegations are pretty widespread, but there haven't been similar allegations about Jay-Z.
Jay-Z has strongly denied the allegations, calling them completely false and labeling the claims in the lawsuit as lies. He has stated his intention to take legal action against anyone targeting him. Reportedly, Jay-Z has already filed an anonymous lawsuit against the lawyer and the victim, asserting that these accusations are merely attempts to exploit his wealth and tarnish his reputation. Notably, since Diddy is also implicated in the allegations, there is speculation that Jay-Z may have been caught on tape during the alleged incident.
Often mentioned online was Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, who came up in the New York rap scene alongside Sean Combs. And just a few days ago, Texas attorney Tony Busby made it official. He filed an amended complaint on behalf of a Jane Doe who says that she was raped by Combs and Carter when she was just 13 years old, that this happened at a VMA's after party back in 2000. Now, the original complaint mentioned Celebrity A and Celebrity B, a man and woman, as being present for and even Celebrity A participating in the alleged assault. Well, now Celebrity A has been identified as Jay-Z, who has adamantly denied anything like that ever happening. He is very, very clear on that. In fact, he has accused Tony Busby of extortion, saying that Busby's attempts to get celebrities to pay out huge sums of money in exchange for not being named in civil lawsuits with what he claims are false allegations amounts to blackmail. In fact, Jay-Z is believed to be the John Doe who just recently filed a lawsuit against Tony Busby anonymously, claiming extortion and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
The lawsuit claims that several celebrities present at the party witnessed what Jay-Z and Diddy were allegedly doing but chose not to intervene, instead standing by and laughing. This pattern of silence is not unique to this case. Allegations have surfaced in the past about individuals connected to Diddy being aware of similar incidents at his parties yet remaining quiet. Disturbingly, the lawsuit also suggests that in some cases parents knowingly handed over their children to Diddy and Jay-Z in exchange for financial compensation.
Jay-Z is staying on the offensive, going after not only the attorney who filed the rape lawsuit against him and Diddy, that would be Tony Busby, the attorney, but also the accuser. And he has filed a new motion this morning, which we're going to get to in a moment, but basically he wants to level the playing field with the accuser. But first, we got to start with this response that Jay-Z had to the allegation. Catch you up real quick if you hadn't heard, but a woman who had filed a lawsuit against Diddy back in October, alleging that he had raped her at a VMA after party in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old.
Right. Remember, this is when she allegedly was given a drink. She felt woozy, and there was Diddy, and there was a male celebrity who was unnamed at the time, and also a female celebrity.
Well, that unnamed celebrity is now named. She refiled the lawsuit on Sunday. She and her attorney, Tony Busby, refiled it and named Jay-Z as the unnamed celebrity involved in the rape. Jay-Z's response is extraordinary in that, look, we've seen all these lawsuits against Diddy, dozens of them now at this point, and frequently his response has been to deny it, but to say nothing else. Jay-Z went way more than just denying it. He did do that, but then went directly after the attorney. Part of his statement said, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt from a lawyer named Tony Busby. It made me want to expose you, Tony Busby, for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity.
The New York Times contacted me to ask for my response to rapper Jay-Z's allegations that I tried to extort and blackmail him. My response is pretty straightforward. No one has made any threats. Jay-Z's assertions are bogus and laughable. Instead, our firm sent a standard demand letter seeking a mediation on behalf of a woman who alleges Jay-Z sexually assaulted her as a minor. The letter was vetted and approved by our client, whose preference was to attempt resolution short of filing a lawsuit. This approach is common in these types of cases. What you're seeing played out now is a coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my clients. This effort has included harassing my family and colleagues and even offering former clients money to sue me, which is illegal. When an alleged perpetrator behaves in this manner, wildly asserting that a basic demand letter is extortion and aggressively using the media to attack the opposing lawyer while at the same time ignoring the allegations being made by the alleged victim, it reminds me of a famous line from Shakespeare: "The lady doth protest too much, methinks." We intend to address all of these issues with the court in due course. Let me be clear, we will not be bullied or intimidated by these shenanigans, and our clients won't.
50 Cent has also weighed in on the case, expressing his concerns about the allegations. According to him, Jay-Z could be dangerous, and if the accusations are true, it is particularly alarming considering Jay-Z has a daughter around the same age as the alleged victim. 50 Cent even took to Instagram to share a video depicting Jay-Z's heading to jail, accompanied by a caption that read, "I want to post this, but I'm afraid I'm going to get shot," hinting at the gravity of the situation and the potential backlash. This case is continuing to unfold, and with each new development, the pressure on Jay-Z grows. As the victims prepare to share their stories and more details emerge, the world will be watching closely to see what happens next. Whether justice will be served or if Jay-Z can successfully fight back remains to be seen. Stay tuned for more updates as this shocking story evolves.